Okay, today we're talking about personal immediate gratification.
That's a good one.
It's a
I
hot
like
topic.
It's a hot topic.
So the thing I think about with this situation,
Mm-hmm.
I was at a fundraiser in October.
Yep.
A person came up to me,
Mm-hmm.
had a full conversation with me. They knew me, knew facts about me. I had no clue who they were.
Yeah, that can happen. That happens to me more often than I care to admit.
It's so awkward because I know my mouth's hanging open and I'm like, eyebrow
Trying
up.
to place them because you know they know you.
So now I'm not listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm bamboozled because this person's making personal statements. I'm like, wow, how do I know you?
Yeah.
So they walk away, probably because they realize, like, I'm either senile or drunk or delusional.
Right.
There's something going on.
Something that's happening.
I turn around to my table. I'm like, who the heck was that? And one of the ladies at the table was like, that was your co-chair for a fundraiser we did in July.
Mm-hmm.
I know that person very well.
Oh, wow.
Very well. Like, we spent hours together. We spent weeks together planning this.
Well, you did not recognize
At all. Not one iota. Not the voice, not the body, not the head.
Nothing.
Nothing.
What
It was like
happened?
this person lost probably 50 pounds
Okay.
between July and October, so that's not registering. That's a
No,
lot of
that's
weight.
A lot of weight for a shorter period of time.
A lot of weight.
Sure. Yep.
Their hair was a different color.
Okay.
It's usually curly. It was straight. Okay, flat iron,
Yep.
perhaps. A very smooth forehead
Mm-hmm.
and plumper cheeks.
Okay.
Like, the face was not the same.
Cosmetic.
100%.
That would make sense that you wouldn't recognize them.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, completely. So in 3 months, this person went from, I mean, a very like athletic,
Yes.
nice looking person. She was not as ugly as I was as a child, but she was
Referencing
referencing many
our last
many of our
conversation.
podcasts to my issue with being ugly as a kid. But like, she went in 3 months to a completely different person.
Yeah.
I was flabbergasted. And this isn't to bash that person at all. I mean, if they
No,
feel good,
right.
get after it, girl.
I definitely, if you like doing cosmetic stuff, do it. No one, who cares if
Right.
people judge you? Go do you and have fun.
Absolutely.
But we are going to comment on
The personal immediate gratification. So Ozempic didn't create a quick fix culture.
No.
It has just exposed how deeply uncomfortable we are with slow progress.
Yes. And
Mhm.
and so it just sort of plays on what already existed in our world, which is we struggle, all of us struggle with delaying our gratification.
100%.
It is not easy to do.
It's really hard.
It's very hard.
We live in a culture where we want abs, emotional healing. You see this in therapy all the time.
Oh gosh, I know.
That's a
Yes.
process. It's not
It's
a 2 day.
process. And it's lifelong.
It is. Financial stability.
Yep.
We want that immediately. And you want all of this like within 3 days.
Yeah.
And none of that is obtainable
It's not
usually.
reasonable.
Ozempic has made it available for weight loss. And I do not want to make this about Ozempic being a bad thing, because I don't. I think it's a good thing for many people. It's saved many
Absolutely.
people's lives.
Absolutely.
It's making
That's not
people
the
live
statement.
lives. Yeah, absolutely.
What we're going to comment on today is we're going to comment on delayed and immediate gratification.
Personal immediate gratification. We live in a culture where everything is at our fingertips. Our kids are living in a culture where everything is at their fingertips.
You don't ever have to be bored.
How does this impact our ability to be bored, to work for something? Like, I think about swim. Like, a kid can swim for 6-7 months to drop a tenth of a second.
That's a lot of work.
A lot of work. In a video game, they can get a level in under 35 seconds,
Yes.
a minute.
Yes.
And that's a rewiring of the brain.
Mhm.
It's a personal immediate gratification. So that's what we're going to kind of talk about today. What happens in the brain when needs are not immediately met,
Mhm.
and how do we manage this?
Welcome to Fit Mind Chats. Get comfortable. Join us in our virtual therapy office and get ready to gain insight into motivation that drives behaviors you don't understand. I'm Sarah Della Vella, a licensed independent social worker.
And I'm Abby Smeedy, an independently licensed clinical counselor. We're the owners of Fit Mind Cleveland, a mental health private practice in Cleveland, Ohio, with grounded therapists that are approachable and meet you where you are in life. A place where you see your strength and grow your greatness.
So immediate gratification activates our brain's reward system,
If it does.
dopamine. So Our brains are wired, right? For survival.
Absolutely.
And guess what? Connected to our survival was this thing called dopamine. So if you went out and sought food, water, anything that makes like reproduction, you would have a release of dopamine in your brain. That is the reward center in our brain to say, good job, right? We feel good. It's very short-lived, but it definitely helps motivate behavior. And some interesting things about dopamine. When we're in balance in our dopamine levels, we feel happy, motivated, alert, and focused. But high dopamine levels contribute to feelings of euphoria, mania, high sex drive, and feeling energized, right? Low dopamine levels can lead to feeling tired, unmotivated, low, unhappy. You can have memory or concentration problems, sleep problems, and low sex drive. So diseases associated with dopamine levels are like ADHD. We see that in kids with ADHD. This does relate to the ability to delay gratification and or whether we're super impulsive. We need that gratification. We need that dopamine right then and there. So also associated with high levels of dopamine are mania, obesity, and addiction. Just that was fun, interesting facts about this chemical neurotransmitter / hormone called dopamine.
And I think with what you're saying there too is like, with the low dopamine, look at the depression.
Yes.
Like their dopamine is low. And sometimes they're so depressed that they can't seek out the physical activity.
They don't eat.
Nope.
Maybe they're not getting out of bed.
Don't exercise. So that all dopamine is super important. It's very important. Yes. And it's not bad. Like I don't ever want people to think, oh, dopamine's bad. It's not. The problem I think just occurs when the brain becomes conditioned to expect that constant, instant, immediate stimulation.
Yeah. Because we can wire our brains in certain ways and rewire them. And the more that we get that immediate gratification from like our phones, we get a surge of dopamine. Like we are now starting to wire our brain to constantly want and need it so that we can get that fix, that reward. Right. Which leads to some problems.
Right? It sure does. So I feel like our dopamine, we talked about dopamine spikes and you just covered a couple. Social media.
Yep.
Looking at posts. Shopping.
I was just looking and I realized that I'm just randomly scrolling. Just looking for a dress that I need to get. But even just looking at it gives me a little dopamine hit.
Absolutely.
It's like that anticipation gives me a dopamine hit.
Right.
Which I find interesting.
Oh, absolutely. Right? Absolutely. Junk food.
And I'm currently having a chai tea latte. I'm a dopamine fiend.
I am too.
All I want is dopamine.
And that's the thing is like the dopamine we chase. Gambling, of course.
Yes.
That's always a big one. I don't think that's shocking.
No, not shocking.
Impulsive spending, for sure. Binge watching.
Oh, do that also.
I know I would not associate that with my dopamine spike.
I would not have either, actually.
That's a point where I was like, really?
I know. That's kind of an interesting point where like all of us can relate to like you cannot wait to watch that show. But then you keep watching it. And is that the dopamine? Is it like, where is it? I'm going to watch one more. And I'm going to watch one more.
That's it. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm like that with books, with chapters, just one more chapter.
Yes.
One more chapter.
The truth is like, even reading a book, like people can be compulsive and even like read too much. Like I have people who will say, they can't, which I've done. Yeah. They're reading into the night, early hours of the night, because they cannot put it down.
Right. Or reading when they should be working.
Reading when, yes.
Can't stop.
Scrolling when they should be working.
That scrolling is that dopamine.
Totally.
Hit.
Yes.
Yes. Quick validation.
Yes.
People get validation. Those comments, likes, hearts.
Absolutely. Gives you a little reward in your brain.
How many did I get? 126?
Uh-huh.
I can get to 400.
Yes.
Repost.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
So those are the things I think when I think about like the dopamine spikes, those are the things that do it. Yes. And then with that, this like it's called feeding the pig, personal immediate gratification. Like you do things to feed that pig and keep feeding it. And we become this culture where like, well, I don't want to work out and eat healthy, lose weight. And mind you, there's certain people with health issues that is not something that's effective for them.
Yes.
So they do the Ozempics and the GLPs and all that. Others, like I've had very like regular size friends. They're like, oh, I got a vacation. I'm going to drop some LBs.
I know.
And go on it. And it's like immediate 10 pounds within 2 weeks.
Well, it goes along with, yes, the yo-yo. A lot of people who have experienced that yo-yo dieting and maybe their weight set point is set at a higher level. They don't feel satiated at the same level that someone else does. Because we don't have control over that. That's genetics, that's hormones. So we understandable that there are people out there that have been on and off, and obesity is a real issue, and they need to get healthier. And these are awesome tools out there.
Right.
It is just, though, I guess, another way that as a culture, we go to seek the immediate gratification, because delayed gratification is really hard.
Really hard.
And when we have to work for something, we just might not. And I don't know about you, but I do worry about our kids.
Oh.
And setting goals and can they reach them when I used to have to sit in my car and stare out the window during long drives.
Yes.
Because I didn't have anything to unless I brought a book, I had nothing to occupy my brain.
Car sick.
You get, if you got car sick, you just had to sit there and be like, breathe out a window.
Right.
So that you don't vomit.
So you played games,
games.
The license plate game, I Spy, stuff like that. But now, when I dealt with younger children, I had a rule. They can't bring an iPad or a phone into the waiting room.
Yeah.
This is going to the wayside because I see older kids now and everyone has a phone.
Yes.
Just because I feel like if you're in a waiting room, you should be talking to that other person, reading a crusty 10-year-old magazine.
That'd be great. Highlights.
I
loved highlights.
Oh, I just loved it. I remember the tattered copy in my pediatrician's office.
Me too.
The same one. I'd always want the same one because kids loved that familiar.
Yes.
The familiarness of that.
Yes.
But now they're wired to have these iPads, and the impatience level, there's no patience.
Yes.
They're
bored more easily.
Oh, so easily. I used to do jars too. Hey, here's a jar with 200 activities in it.
Yeah.
We'll work on 20 every session and put it in the jar. No one wants to do that.
Yeah. My daughter doesn't watch movies. She can't really sit through them anymore. And she definitely grew up with a lot of social media and not social media, but technology.
Right.
And it just is getting worse and worse. And I even find if I get a break in something, I'm looking at my phone.
Yeah. The elevator. We talked about that.
Yes.
I get in the elevator immediately. I'm scrolling. Why do I need to scroll in the elevator?
I mean, and I'm at a red light and I know I should not be checking my phone. And what do I just look to see if I got a message. And then if I got a message, I'm going to open it and I'm looking. And then if someone's beeping behind me and I'm putting it down, the addictive nature of it is pretty insane. It is.
It drives this behavior in us, but also creates this impatience and inability to wait in line. Like Cedar Point. You used to have to play the name game.
Oh my God.
People watching.
Hours in line.
Create stories. And now, I'm going to play charades with my phone.
Yes.
Which is quite fun and interesting. But you're still using a device to meet that need.
Yes.
It's that immediate gratification. And that's one of the things too. You get that dopamine burst when you're on a roller coaster. That adrenaline goes. And waiting in line and anticipating, that's part of the fun.
That is.
But now we take a lot of that away. You'll see people sitting there, just no one's talking. Everyone's tapping.
Yes.
Doing something. I don't know.
And we change sort of our baseline level for what our expectation is around how good we should feel all the time.
Oh, true.
You know what I mean? If we're always getting a reward from picking up our phone, which I know I do. I'm so addicted to it that it's hard for us to slow down and put our phones away, go on a walk, be just take in nature, even mindfulness practices.
Yes. Grounding.
Because if you are constantly increasing whatever the dopamine seeking behavior is, it can make the very mundane things around us seem like those dopamine hits are not worth it.
Right.
And I talk to people about this all the time. All right, let's put away your cell phone for at least an hour when you get home. Starting with even small intervals, just maybe it's 10 minutes. Maybe you can't do it. Maybe just go 10 minutes. I'm not touching my phone. I think with my kids, I got to start doing that too. Like, guys, at least at dinner, there's no
You're not eating.
cell phones. We do not eat with our cell phones out. We don't answer them. But it's starting because now I want the baseline to shift. And it's like anything else, like you need more to get more of the same feeling. So I think it can have a segue into like that addictive behavior.
Oh,
if you have the genetics for it.
I also think, you might have an answer to this question, 'cause I do not have an answer for it. There are times where I might be dopamined out, where I have to put my phone away because I can't take any more dopamine or excitement. Yeah, like I get to a point where,
do.
Okay, so you get to that point too where I'm
that.
like, I'm at a point, I can't take any more stimulation.
Yes.
Like I have to put my phone away. I want to be unplugged. I can't look at this.
I have to go in my room and have like quiet time.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like my stimulation level and my head is buzzing.
Yeah.
I'm never grounded. I don't know. Part of the problem with like this immediate reward system is I don't really just like ground in like where I am. And like notice what my body feels like in this room around like it. When I'm working, I can do it much better. But even at home, you can be like doing something and also checking your phone. I could be cooking and checking my phone. I'm never like really grounded
in the moment
and not stimulated.
Yes. And then I get overstimulated. And I don't recognize that as overstimulation because I am not doing anything like a rave or like some crowded area. I'm sitting on my couch and I'm buzzing. And I'm like,
yes,
what is wrong?
Yes. Your nervous system is like activated in some way.
Looking around.
Yes. And yet you're in your house on
my couch.
Yes. I had a conversation with someone the other day about how they wonder what they would do instead of. It was like, that was the discussion. What would I do if I didn't look at my phone all the time?
Right.
Like,
I love that game. That's a great game.
Like Candy Crush. One of my clients is like, I can't stop playing Candy Crush. Like
I won't start.
Yeah. Don't even start it, guys. She could pass like 2 hours on the Candy Crush. And she's like, what would I do with my time? And that's what we started talking about. I'm like, so what would you? Like, what are we missing out on? I think that's a good question.
Right.
When we're just like feeding that, like the need for immediate gratification. What are we missing? We're missing life. Yes.
Like, I mean, it's such a general answer, but I feel like I miss out on learning things.
Yes.
Like, I want to learn things. Like, so when I have time and I'm not on my phone, like, I always have some kind of, like, something yoga I'm learning or some topic that we're going to talk about in here learning. Like,
How about your foreign language?
I am now, committed to my 42-day streak of Duolingo. But and that's my phone, but it's on my phone.
It's on
my phone.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, I almost feel like it's a video game.
It probably is.
I'm learning.
Okay, that's good.
But I'm also stimulated. But yeah, so I mean, I don't get overstimulated by that though. But I do it like first thing in the morning. I practice my Spanish.
So that some of that personal learning, books.
Yeah, books.
How many books have I not read because I'm scrolling?
Right. When I was a kid, I always had a book. Wherever I was, I had a book.
I was always reading books.
Yeah,
Maybe not always. I might be lying.
I loved reading.
I loved reading. I don't think I always had a book.
Readers are leaders.
Readers are leaders.
I love reading. And before I go to bed, I read every night. I don't read any other time of the day. Like, I was at the orthodontist with Izzy this morning. She broke yet another bracket.
Oh, no.
So I'm sitting, what am I doing? I'm scrolling. Why didn't I bring a book?
Good question. Maybe that could be the challenge. Maybe we start challenging ourselves to like...
We're going to challenge you that are listening.
Yeah, you 40 people that have tuned in. We're going to all get together and not use our phones as much.
And get a dopamine rush.
Yes.
Something else or like that. We don't need it. But it's so hard because we're so wired for it.
Yes.
And I think like this was a fun fact that I thought I read. Dopamine is less about pleasure and more about anticipation.
Yep.
It's true. When you're anticipating the next chapter,
yes,
the next show,
yes,
you're anticipating the next chocolate bar.
The act of anticipating it gives you a release of dopamine.
Yes,
it's nuts. Yes,
it's nuts. So I was like, oh, yeah. The motivation.
Yes, it sure does motivate.
You're chasing it.
Yep, you're chasing it.
You're chasing it.
Yes.
Reward seeking.
Yeah, we want rewards.
What? Yeah, and dopamine is like a brain chemical reward.
It is.
It tells our brain like this is good.
Yeah. Pleasure. I feel
fun.
better.
And then like 2 seconds later, it's like, okay, what else? What
It
now?
is
What
because
now?
it is short. It's short-lived.
Real teeny tiny.
Yes.
Real teeny tiny.
Yes.
And reinforcement. So it's really hard because it reinforces us, and that personal immediate gratification, we get it right away.
Right away. It's an immediate reward.
It's immediate reward.
So if you are working with, let's say we're talking to a parent who's trying to help their kid, like you talk about rewards and trying to reward behavior in like probably smaller time frames so that you can combat this like this.
Oh, 100%.
Right?
100%. There. I want to stop saying 100%, but I can't. Yeah, but like behavior charts have stopped being effective. They don't work anymore. A sticker is not getting anyone's dopamine going.
Because they've got bigger sources.
Oh,
of
you've got
dopamine.
you've got your phone.
Yep.
With Candy Crush.
Yes.
Level.
Yes.
Level. My watermelon sticker that smells is not going to get to the next level. So parents are like, can we reward with screen time?
Yes.
Oh, it's hard because that will change. It will change the behavior. I will get the behavior that you want from that, but we could create a different problem.
I know. And then do you recommend like just boundaries around that? Like like, okay, screen time for an X amount of time.
Right. You know what we did with E?
Yeah.
If he wanted to watch screens, he had to be doing physical activity. So he would walk on the treadmill.
Oh my God.
And watch like YouTube.
So they talk about how to achieve more longer term goals. And they say pair a very desirable behavior that has a lot of dopamine with something you don't necessarily want to do.
Yes.
It's less desirable. So pairing a podcast with a walk.
Yes.
Yes. Pairing screen time with some exercise.
Right.
So super smart.
So that worked. I mean, he is now 18, so he can look at his screens
whenever he wants.
Yes. But like, he's definitely not a big phone kid, and he's on his computer sometimes. But like, we would do that with him. I don't know if that's going to work with other kids, but earning screen time.
Yes.
But there has to be a limit of screen time. Like, you can't just give your kid screen time any time. If you want to use that as a reward, it's got to be like, okay, you do a half hour of homework and complete. If you're going for a completion goal or just a time,
right?
Then you get a half hour of Pokemon or whatever it is they want.
Yes.
As adults, I love the idea of like walking, running, biking, and you get to listen to a podcast or your favorite TV show, because sometimes you don't need to watch. Sometimes you can just listen.
Yes. Music. If you have like a really awesome playlist and you love music, I absolutely hate cleaning. But if I turn on music, it just gets my mind off of how much I hate cleaning.
That's such a good example.
Another pairing of like something I like with something I dislike. And it so the one behavior I enjoy, and it also, paired with something else you don't really enjoy. Because I want to meet the goals. I want to have a clean house.
Yes.
And if I just sat around binge washing everything, which I would, if left.
I would.
Unadulterated, but you got to get your stuff done.
Right.
So,
I think too, like, say working out is something that's a challenge.
Yes.
Finding like a cycle bar, an Orange Theory, somewhere where you find community.
I think that matters too.
So you're doing the workout, but you're also associating it with your community, with people that you like to talk to, people you like to see.
Yes.
And if you're in a gym where you don't have that, maybe switch gyms. It'll make it better for you.
I agree. And the accountability of that too.
Hey, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes. And there's that really nice pairing of community, accountability, and exercise.
Yes. Some people, I think exercise is one of the hardest ones.
Yeah.
People come to my office all the time, and I mean, I'm big on, we need at least do 30 minutes of activity a day.
Yeah.
Something.
Yes. It is nature's Prozac.
It is.
So I would agree with you on that one.
And you can pick whatever, but like if you have an accountability partner or something paired with that, people don't generally like, oh, I want to go, work out. I love working out, but a lot of people don't. If you find like a workout partner, or you walk up to the coffee shop,
and then get coffee
and get coffee
reward
on Saturday or Sunday morning. It could be any day of the week, but like that's something
that pairs behaviors.
Not getting donuts or like stuff to totally negate what you've just done, but like something that makes it worthwhile.
Could not agree more.
You hate grocery shopping? I mean, yes, you can Instacart for sure. But like, okay, I'm going to pick one treat.
Yes.
That I look forward to. It could be a wine. It could be a cheese. It doesn't have to be anything big.
Part of that is even like that reframing. Like you then start you shift your focus into what you're talking about. Like, shift your focus on the one thing you really want. Like, I hate grocery shopping. But if I think about like, oh, you know what I can get? I can't wait to look through the cheeses because I want to have like some really good cheese and crackers.
Yes.
Now all of a sudden, I don't mind getting I'm going to get to that grocery store and I can at least get this process started.
Right.
So like reframing how you look at something again also helps.
Right. So like in the personal media gratification, you could do Instacart.
You could.
Boom.
Yeah.
So you're just busy and do it.
Yes.
That's okay.
And like 10-minute rules. Like when I'm talking to adults who are saying like, you have that feeling. So it could be like, I really want that snack. So what we might recommend is wait 10 minutes. If you still want it at the end of that, go for it. If you don't, because this idea is that when your temptation comes up in 10 minutes, it's likely going to be gone.
For sure.
Like you're just sort of in again, addiction recovery, it's riding the wave of that impulse.
It's like DBT, like the wave.
Very much so. Yeah.
The feelings are like waves. They come in, they go out. And I honestly think that would be more effective, the 10-minute rule, in today's society than it was 20 years ago, because 10 minutes was nothing 20 years ago. And now it's like harder.
10 minutes is hard.
Yeah. So I feel like, like it's actually probably going to work a little better.
Absolutely. And if you are trying to improve your ability to delay gratification, break things down into super, super small bits, like teeny tiny steps along the way. And if you compare it with a reward, that isn't, so like maybe you have some big paper you're going to write. And so you go to Starbucks and you have that drink and it allows you to get started on that big paper you're going to write. Like that, but break it down into really small parts and it will not seem as overwhelming. And then pair some rewards. If I get this part done, I'm going to celebrate by having some friends over and I'm going to show them, whatever, X, Y, or Z that I'm working on. Yeah. Like have these things around it because it can help you work on delaying your gratification. Because delayed gratification means working like for a long time, over a long period of time, step by step by step by step, until you can get to your ultimate goal.
Yes, absolutely. So I feel like all of those things, like we're retraining our brain. It's not like we're avoiding dopamine. No. We're just learning how to get it in different ways. A little bit more delayed. Yes. Which is probably a little bit healthier. Yes. Because we all want what we want. We want what we want. And it's just...
I read a book. It was a really good book called Dopamine Nation.
Ooh.
Could not recommend that more.
That's a great book. She's
so good. But she talks about that. So you have a reward system with dopamine. And then the break system of that is like breaks, like meaning it's a dual mechanism, like parasympathetic, sympathetic. I don't know why I'm not losing the words for that. But so pleasure and pain are on opposite ends and they balance each other out in the body. And so interestingly, when people do like ice baths, they are triggering pain. And guess what happens in the body? It releases dopamine, all those good neurotransmitter hormones, where you then feel better because pain has just been triggered in your body. And she talks about how things like ice baths can help addicts specifically, like anyone who's like compulsively over consuming, which is what her term is. They can use that sort of mechanism to get a dopamine release in a really healthy way. So that's the other thought.
It's that yin and yang.
It is.
Everything in life is yin and yang.
Yes.
There's a balance. It's called a dialectic.
Yes.
There's a balance with it. And that's so true. I love a good ice bath after a workout.
I want to start doing that. I have yet to do it. I've put my water on cold and then I've stood under my, whatever you call that, the faucet. Oh my God, the shower. Yeah. And I've sat there for like 10 seconds. I counted out and I'm like, oh my God.
I thought it was the whole 10 minutes. I was like,
no, hell no. I couldn't do it. I started with like 10 seconds. I think I got up to 30 seconds and I haven't done it in a while. I find it very difficult to do in the winter.
It is super hard.
So hard.
It's a shock to your system.
Oh my God.
The benefit, you have to find the benefit to outweigh that shock. I think an ice bath's easier than a shower. In the shower, I have such a hard time in the shower turning it on cold. I'm always like, oh.
Yes. You have to like force yourself. Yeah, you're like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. And then you stand under and like shake a little bit.
At least 60 seconds.
But with an ice bath, you have to get in.
I can jump in cold water.
How can you do that?
I can jump in cold water.
No.
Like, I mean, it's just like, it's almost impulsive. It's like my anxiety hits a point where I'm just like, I'm diving in.
You're just doing it.
I'm doing it. I'm going in, and I just do it, and it's bad. Well, it's not bad. I don't want to.
Yes.
I don't want to put a frame on that. It's shocking.
It's shocking.
But then I'm like,
Yes.
oh, glad I did it.
Then you feel euphoria afterwards.
Yeah.
So any way that we can start balancing it out by even working out releases a lot of endorphins. That's good news.
It's good.
So
You have to get there though,
you do. You have to get to like 20 minutes.
where you really like it.
Yeah.
Where you love the afterburn. You love that
Yes.
piece. Like, yes, I feel so good.
Yes.
And once you get that addiction to it,
Yes.
it's awesome.
And because it's such a great regulator of mood, I always tell my clients, one of the ways that you can shift your thinking is from, I want this to lose weight, from that, because no one really wants to go work out to lose weight, to I do this because I love moving my body and I love the way I feel afterwards. So I am going to work out for the feeling I get after it.
Yes.
That's it. Just leave it there.
And
I feel good.
So true. And I also think, like, I always tell people in my yoga class, hey, take a moment, have some gratitude for what your body just did.
Yeah.
Like, your body just performed at a high level,
Huge.
making yourself do things you might not want it to have done, and you did it.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Take a moment. We don't ever, this is this personal immediate gratification that we miss from the natural and internal things, is we have to almost stop and name it and say, I'm going to step back.
Yes.
My body just did this amazing thing.
Yes.
It just performed incredibly. And I mean, I'm not talking high performance yoga here. You just did an hour and you made yourself do something that you didn't want to do. Maybe I had you hold a chair for like a minute.
Yeah. And you've done that.
I've done it. I do.
Yeah.
Nothing
It's
better.
really
Nothing better than
awesome.
that awkward pose, burning thighs.
Burning.
quads.
You're burning. But
And you
also
will.
what I like about when you say that is like, you are 100% right. None of us ever really appreciate ourselves.
No.
So it goes a long way to say that to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Your body registers it. You register it.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you're not just going to the next thing that will validate that. Like when you're validating it,
Right.
that
Internally.
changes things.
Mm-hmm. You didn't take a drug or anything to get there.
Yeah.
You got there on your own
Yeah.
willpower, your own thoughts. You made yourself do it. It's something really to be proud of. And I feel like
Yes.
I say that in every yoga class, and I want someone to walk away and be like, damn,
I actually am proud of myself.
I just did that.
Yes.
That was awesome.
I think that's like one of the best parts of it is that end when you say that. I'm always like, you know what, I should have gratitude for the fact that my body can do this.
Just perform this.
And then I just did it and now I'm done and I feel great.
Right.
That's why I do anything. Is I love the way I feel after.
Absolutely. And I think yoga has got that power. I mean, you can do almost that with any exercise that's out there.
Yeah.
But it's just a way to give yourself gratification, and it's not immediate.
Yes, I agree. Well,
Okay,
guys,
is it time?
it is time.
Oh, it's time. I have to talk about this all day because I love
I do
the feeding
too.
the pig thing we do. But
Listen, thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Fit Mind Chats. We're going to see you next Monday for another session. If you have any questions or you want a topic covered, follow us on Fit Mind Cleveland. Facebook, follow us on Facebook, Fit Mind Cleveland, and message us.
if you would like to seek out therapy services, go to our website, fitmindcleveland.com, and contact us. If you please leave us a rating or review and share our podcast with family, friends, enemies, or anyone that needs it. We want to bring mental health access to all people that benefit. Have a great week.
Thanks.